25,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life?
A few weeks after my arrival in London, I survived one of my worst nightmares. I had just moved from South Africa to live with my British boyfriend, Stuart, a banker, also in his 30s. Our apartment was in Kensington on a quiet street known for rows of white Victorian stucco buildings and cherry blossoms in the spring. Our neighbor, also a banker, asked us to water his new plants while he and his girlfriend went on holiday for 2 weeks. One morning after my boyfriend left for work, I realized that our neighbor would be back in 2 days, and I had not watered the plants in a week. Half asleep, I jumped out of bed and rushed to their apartment to find the poor wilting flowers in a terrible state. I anxiously watered them. When I tried to get back into our apartment, I realized I had locked myself out. I stood there bewildered in the hallway, flip-flops and creased summer pajamas, wild hair, traces of old mascara, and eyes as big as saucers. I had to get back into our apartment to dress for an 11:30 job interview, and my only option was to get keys to our apartment from my boyfriend at Lloyd's head office in the city. I found the number and frantically phoned. I asked to be directed to Mr. Taylor.
May I ask who's calling?
René.
I'm afraid Mr. Taylor is in a meeting. May I leave a message?
Please, just tell him it's urgent. I have to speak to him.
Certainly, madam. Hold the line.
I was relieved when my boyfriend answered. I explained what had happened. I found some coins next to the neighbor's telephone, enough for an underground ticket to your office. He gave me the directions for the 30-minute journey from Notting Hill to Bank on the Circle Line. Darling, there's just one problem. I'm in my pajamas.
Oh, God. Ask the concierge to call me when you get here.
In the bathroom, I tried to flatten my hair, and one end was stubborn and stood apart from the rest, and I found no hairbrush, and no hat, no toothpaste, no mascara, and no sunglasses. In the oversized shirt, I made my way down the spiral staircase, praying that no one would recognize me. In the bright sunlight, I walked as fast as the flip-flops would take me to the station. It felt as if every living creature was staring at me. I bought a single ticket with a heap of change, and I took 2 free Metro papers and pretended to be engrossed while I waited on the platform. Once I'd had a seat, I tried to hide behind the papers. As the train drew nearer to Bank, the remaining crowd was all dressed in pinstripe suits. Well, my heart raced when I reached the intimidating entrance to Lloyd's. The concierge peered over his reading glasses as I shyly made my way towards him. Good morning, sir. I'm here to see Mr. Taylor. He's expecting me. He dialed a number.
Mr. Taylor, there's, this woman wants to see you.
I waited for what felt like an eternity for Stuart to come hurrying down the stairs. He kept a straight face.
I'm afraid I'm on a conference call. Here are the keys.
I don't have money to get home. The concierge's eyes popped wider when I counted the cash my boyfriend handed me. Stuart gave me a quick kiss on the cheek.
I'm sorry, I have to dash back to my call. Good luck.
Outside the Lloyd's building, I hailed a cab. The driver's face brimmed with amusement. I gave the address and opened my Metro papers to avoid the rear mirror.
Night shift?
No. I just conquered a nightmare. P.S. I did not get the job, but I was on time for the interview, in a business suit.